Hi everyone, welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. When it comes to talking about art in English, many learners find it difficult to express their thoughts clearly. Words like composition, impressionism, or even describing tools like palette or charcoal can feel a bit overwhelming, especially if you're not familiar with artistic terms in English. In today's lesson, we're going to break it down for you. We'll explore essential vocabulary related to art, covering types of art, tools and materials, art styles and movements, techniques, and how to talk about and appreciate art. Everything we go over today is part of the structured learning path on our English Fab website. If you find English difficult, don't worry, you can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Now let's get started. Let's go over some essential vocabulary. 1. Types of art. Painting, creating art using paint on surfaces like canvas or paper. Drawing, making images with pencils, pens, or charcoal. Sculpture, a three-dimensional artwork made from materials like stone, metal, or clay. Photography, capturing images using a camera. Digital art, art created using digital tools and software. Calligraphy, the art of beautiful handwriting. Graphic design, creating visual content using text and images, often digitally. Installation art, a large-scale mixed-media piece designed to transform a space. Printmaking, creating artworks by printing, often on paper. Mixed media, combining different materials and techniques in one artwork. 2. Art materials and tools. Paintbrush, a tool used for applying paint. Canvas, a strong cloth used as a surface for painting. Easel, a stand that holds your canvas while you paint. Palette, a flat surface where artists mix their paint colors. Sketchbook, a notebook for drawing or planning art. Charcoal, a black drawing material made from burned wood. Watercolor, transparent paint that uses water as a base. Acrylic paint, a fast-drying paint made of pigments suspended in acrylic. Oil paint, a slow-drying paint made from oil and pigment. Clay, a soft, moldable material used for making sculptures. Chisel, a tool used to carve or shape hard materials, like wood or stone. Ink, a fluid used for drawing or calligraphy. 3. Art styles and movements. Realism, art that represents subjects as they appear in real life. Impressionism, art that captures the feeling of a moment, often with quick brush strokes. Abstract art, art that doesn't try to represent reality directly. Surrealism, dreamlike art that explores the unconscious mind. Cubism, art that uses geometric shapes to represent objects. Minimalism, art that focuses on simplicity and limited elements. Pop art, art inspired by popular culture and mass media. Expressionism, art that expresses the artist's emotions and inner world. Baroque, a detailed, dramatic, and often grand style from the 17th century. Modernism, a broad movement focused on breaking away from traditional forms. 4. Art techniques and processes. Shading, using dark and light areas to show depth or volume. Blending, mixing colors or tones smoothly. Layering, applying one layer of paint or material over another. Stippling, using dots to create texture or shading. Sketching, making quick, rough drawings. Perspective, a technique used to show depth and distance. Color theory, understanding how colors work together. Composition, the arrangement of elements in an artwork. Texture, how something looks or feels, either real or visual. Symmetry, when parts of an artwork are balanced and mirror each other. 5. Art appreciation and critique. Masterpiece, a work of outstanding skill or creativity. Aesthetics, the study of beauty and taste in art. Creativity, the ability to produce original and imaginative ideas. Inspiration, a sudden idea or feeling that sparks creativity. Interpretation, your personal understanding or meaning of an artwork. Symbolism, using symbols to represent ideas. Composition, how elements are arranged in an artwork. Perspective, the viewpoint or angle from which something is seen. Contrast, the difference between elements like light and dark, or smooth and rough. Critique, giving thoughtful feedback about an artwork's strengths and areas to improve. Now that we've gone over essential vocabulary, let's see how these words are used in real-life sentences. These examples will help you understand how to use them naturally in conversation. 1. Types of art. He specializes in sculpture and works mainly with clay. This sentence introduces someone's focus in art. Saying he specializes in sculpture means that's his main area of expertise, and works mainly with clay tells us the material he prefers. Digital artists use software to create graphic design. Here, digital artists refers to people who make art on a computer, and graphic design involves creating visual content like posters, logos, or social media images using digital tools. 2. Art materials and tools. I need a new canvas for my painting. This is a common phrase if you're preparing to start a new painting. A canvas is the surface where the painting will be done. She prefers working with watercolors because of their soft look. This sentence shows personal preference. Watercolors give a light, translucent effect, and the phrase soft look describes that gentle visual style. 3. Art styles and movements. Van Gogh's paintings are known for their impressionist style. This shows how we describe famous artists' work. Impressionist style refers to a technique that captures light and momentary scenes, often with visible brushstrokes. Picasso was a major figure in Cubism. This sentence gives historical context. Picasso helped develop Cubism, an art style that breaks down subjects into geometric shapes. 4. Art techniques and processes. Using shading creates depth in a drawing. This explains how artists use technique. Shading is applying darker and lighter areas to make the drawing look more three-dimensional or realistic. The artist carefully planned the composition of the painting. Here, composition means how everything is arranged in the artwork. A strong composition helps guide the viewer's eye and creates balance. 5. Art appreciation and critique. The Mona Lisa is considered a masterpiece. This sentence uses masterpiece to describe a work that's highly admired and often seen as a perfect example of art. Her work has deep symbolism, reflecting human emotions. Symbolism means the use of images or objects to represent deeper meanings, and this sentence tells us the artist is expressing emotion through her work. And that wraps up our lesson on art vocabulary. Whether you're into painting, sculpture, digital design, or just love visiting museums, now you have the words to express yourself in English with more confidence. Keep reviewing these terms, and try describing your favorite artworks, or even your own creations, using what you've learned today. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful, and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay fab.